8 of the 13 people who lost their lives in a taxi crash are being laid to rest today. The group were traveling in a taxi when it crashed and caught fire. The passengers were burnt beyond recognition and DNA had to be conducted to identify them. So let's cross to SABC News reporter Nonhlanhla Jele for an update. Nonhlanhla, good morning. Perhaps in lieu of what's transpiring, obviously funeral services will be held. Talk to us about what we can expect regarding the program as family, friends come to pay their last respects.
Indeed, Lizelle, good morning to you and to the viewers at home. A somber mood here this morning in Acornhoek. As you can see, residents and of course family members have already started making their way into the marquee just on my left. You know, as you mentioned earlier, on a mass funeral of 8 people, 10 people in the province were part of that accident, and we do know that 2 other people are still outstanding. Hence, it's only 8 that are being buried here this morning. We do know that because of the DNA results. Also, as you speak about the program, we do know that the Premier of the province is going to be here. We do know that the MC of Community Safety, Security and Liaison is also going to be here. In actual fact, the provincial government is coming out in their numbers just to support the families. We do know that both the Mpumalanga province and the Limpopo province are working hand in hand with the families throughout this journey in helping them identifying the bodies. As you mentioned earlier on, all these bodies were burnt beyond recognition when the taxi caught fire. 13 people died, 3 of them being from Limpopo and then 10 of them being from here in the province. So what is expected to happen, of course, Lizelle, these 8 people are going to be buried this morning. The Premier of the province is going to address the nation and of course send his condolences to the families and address the people who are here gathering this morning, you know, just to say the province is with them. And of course, I'm sure psychological help is going to be offered to the families. I mean, you can imagine they waited more than 2 months just for this day to finally come so they can get the closure and of course officially move on, waiting for DNA results, going up and down, being called to the police station, being called to hospitals to come and try and identify or assist authorities in some way or the other, Lizelle, in just making sure that the bodies of the people who lost their lives on that tragic day when that taxi collided with that bakkie get identified and of course, like today is happening, eventually get buried.